What's up guys, welcome back to another Dragon Soul video. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 and what the heck could be taking so long for this update to come out, because I know for months now, I mean to be honest, up to like a year, almost a year at this point, I mean in 2 months is going to be a year, we've been waiting on the next chapter for the Super Saiyan God storyline, and it's just been such a long time. Now, of course, a few months ago, I want to say back in like April or around March, we heard rumors or like some type of suggestion that they were aiming for Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 to be released around May or June. And obviously that didn't happen, and then it got pushed back to July, and then that didn't happen. And just to be clear, these were kind of rumors, but also to, I guess, not really put the blame on rumors too much, is that the devs also, in a way, kind of fed into this. Like, they didn't outright say that Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 were coming out in these months, but they did kind of hint at it, which also gave people that sort of illusion that it was going to come out within those months, or at least like during the summertime. But obviously that didn't, end up happening. I mean, summer's over with. We're entering the fall season. It's October now. What is going on with Super Saiyan God Chapter 2? Why haven't we gotten this update yet? And to put it simple, it's because this update is going to be the biggest update in Dragon Soul history. Like, no joke, this update is going to be major. Now, I did recently watch their dev Q&A that they posted to YouTube about a month ago, and they kind of like shed some light on this, but also at the same time really didn't say anything at all. They basically said like the main reason why the Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 update took so long is because it was very laggy on mobile devices. The map just would not allow it to run properly on mobile. Like, just people on phone will have a hard time playing the game, and obviously that's a huge portion of the Dragon Soul community. I mean, imagine if Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 came out and you couldn't play it on your phone, or if you could play it but you're getting like 10 frames per second. At that point, it won't be worth playing the update. So I do understand and give them credit to making sure that this update is polished enough to at least mobile players can enjoy the update and play the game and not have to sit and cry about it for months on end until a patch does come. So I am pretty happy that they are waiting to release this update to make sure that it's ready and polished for low-end devices. But at the same time, they kind of also just said, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, there's no other reason. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I think there's a lot more behind the scenes that we just don't know about yet, other than just the map being extremely laggy for mobile devices. I mean, yeah, that could have been like a major reason as to why the Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 was pushed back, probably, time after time, because let's be honest, it was somewhat hinted at, without an official announcement, it was somewhat hinted at that we could get this update, during the summertime. But yeah, I guess because the map was just too laggy. And again, no shot or like, no hate towards the devs for this. Like, I prioritize optimization over getting an update, right? Like, if the game runs better and everything runs better on the update, like, delay it, okay? Like, just delay it. I would rather have a polished update than a rushed update, if that makes sense. So I am kind of happy that at the very least we got some reasoning as to why Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 took so long, but I do think there's more. I do think it could have been just the sheer fact of the quality that we're getting with this, like just the new planet, all the new missions and new raid. Like, I'm pretty sure there's so much new content that they haven't shown us, which honestly I'm kind of surprised they haven't. Like, we haven't really seen too much of Super Saiyan God Chapter 2. All we've really seen so far is a couple screenshots of the map, and I think they might have talked about the details of it just a little bit here and there, but we haven't really gotten like a full-on grasp of what Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 is. We don't really even know if they're going to add a new form. It does say in the events tab that they are adding a new form, but what that new form is, we don't know. Like, it could be Super Saiyan God, and I'm really hoping that it's Super Saiyan God, but at the same time, it might not be Super Saiyan God. They might wait until like Chapter 5 to drop Super Saiyan God, which, if I'm gonna be honest here, that's kind of a letdown, because that's gonna be a long wait, okay? Like, that's gonna be a really, really long wait. Like, imagine you have to wait until chapter 4 or 5 to get Super Saiyan God. That's just that's a really long wait. I really hope that's not the case. I mean, to be honest, just rename this from Super Saiyan God chapter, just rename it from that to like the God chapter, you know? So like maybe in chapter 2 we get Super Saiyan God, and then in chapter 3 we get like false Super Saiyan Blue or something. And then in chapter 4 we get the full version of Super Saiyan Blue. And then maybe in chapter 5 we get like a master version of it where it's like mastered Super Saiyan Blue or fully controlled Super Saiyan Blue, or just something along those lines, you know? Or maybe even Super Saiyan Rose for chapter 5, who knows? I feel like they could definitely do that with the God forms, other than just spreading out, you know, 5 chapters for one single form, because that's just going to be kind of repetitive, to be honest. Now, one more thing I want to talk about with the Super Saiyan God chapter 2 update is the release date. Now, obviously, we don't have a confirmed release date on when this update is coming out, but I do have a guess as to when we could see this update. I do believe that the update may drop around Christmas of this year. The only reason why I say that is because that's what happened with Super Saiyan God Chapter 1. It dropped last year around Christmas. I think it was like December 20th or the 21st. So I don't know. I can't fully remember when Super Saiyan God Chapter 1 dropped, but it was around that time period when it did drop. So we may not get chapter 2 until about that, you know, time period around Christmas of this year. And it kind of just makes sense, you know, if they're going to do like a yearly release for these chapters, which it kind of seems like they are. I mean, I don't know. I mean, chapter 2 took a while to make. Maybe chapter 3 would be like super quick and easy, and that chapter 3 would just be, you know, an expansion of chapter 2 where they just add a couple new islands to the planet and, you know, a couple new missions. But if they are going to make each chapter like really big and like up the scope with each update, then we may not get a chapter 3 until like next year towards the end of the year, and we may not get chapter 4 until the year after that. And that's only if they continue to keep doing really big updates with the chapters. Like I said, for all we know, we could get chapter 3 like 2 months after chapter 2, which honestly would be amazing, but who really knows? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, I know I didn't really say too much about chapter 2, and that's just because we really don't know a whole lot. Now, obviously, there's some stuff that I could probably go digging for, but at that point, I'll be digging into like sneaks, or not sneaks, but leaks. And I don't want to leak anything, okay? I don't want to leak anything that hasn't been shown yet. So obviously I can't talk about that stuff, but from what I can talk about that is public is that we don't really have too much information on Super Saiyan God Chapter 2 other than a couple screenshots and whatever the events tab says that's going to be in a new update. But yeah, hopefully we get Chapter 2 pretty soon, guys. Like, I really hope that it's not at the end of the year, and I really hope it's like maybe next month or something. But chances are it's probably going to be around Christmas time that we're going to get this update. And you know what, I'll wait for it, okay? As long as the update is polished and it's ready and it's good to go, I'll definitely wait for it. But let me know in the comment section below, when do you guys think chapter 2 is going to come out? Are you excited for chapter 2? Are you, just ready to move on? Like, just let me know in the comment section below, like, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions on this? But yeah, with that being said, it's been your boy Takeoi, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.